Anyway, all right, solar system. Oh, boy. Hey, Bill, a month ago or so, you talked about the solar system. I talked about the solar system? Okay. Flying through space while rotating. I said that? I can't back that up with any fact whatsoever. I'm sure I said it. Or isn't like it's still expanding from the Big Bang or something? I don't know. I always start to watch those things, and then I just can't handle them after a while. It just gets too big for my little brain to handle, you know? That's why I'm always, Neil deGrasse Tyson is suspect to me. Because it's like, wouldn't he be like just absolutely tortured talking to someone like me? Like, this guy understands how the whole universe works. And I'm down here. I can't even fill out a March Madness bracket to the fucking Sweet 16 and not have most of my teams out of it. Right? Like, even then, just that I would compare what he knows to that, I would think would be enough to make him fucking want to get up and walk out of the room. Yet he does it all the time. He's always talking to people that aren't scientists. And we all sit there going, like, oh my God, you're so fucking smart. But it's like, we're all dumb. Right? So that's my thing with that guy. I'm holding out on whether that guy's smart enough. I want to hear another scientist say that that guy's smart. And he's not just spewing out a bunch of shit that he read in a science book. Right? Has that guy invented anything? Has he changed the way we look at stuff? Or is he just reading science books and then saying it to someone like me who only reads autobiographies of rock stars? I have no idea. Or is he a smart guy and he just makes me feel insecure and not like myself, so now I'm lashing out at him? There's a lot going on here, people. All right. Solar system. Hey, Bill, a month ago or so you talked about the solar system flying through space while rotating. That already sounds like whatever I said there was wrong. That little animation made the rounds a few years ago, but was eventually broken down by physicists as not the most accurate representation. I love that you feel like I actually think about this shit. I don't even know why I said it. I probably was just riffing about something. Anyways, there's a lot more math involved, apparently. Who figured? Here's a link. This is at bigthink.com/starts with a bang / our motion through space isn't a vortex, but something far more interesting. You know what? I'm going to leave that heavy thinking to other people. I'm not. Oh my God. Should I do it? Should I click on it? All right. I clicked on it. Open the link. Oh my God. Here we go. My chest is already getting tightened. It's tightening up here. All right. Listen to this article. They already know how many dumb people are coming here pretending to be smart. Listen, we know you don't like to read. Maybe we could just listen to it. Would you like to listen to science on tape? Get smart on tape for $19.99. You could sell that late night. Are you tired of saying things at a party and the conversation stops and whatever circle you're in gradually just becomes a circle of one as people slowly peel off? Wouldn't it be great to go to a party and say things that made people's eyebrows go up? Like, wow, I never thought of that. Well, you can do it now with Sound Smart on tape. That's right. Each month you're going to get a tape where a bunch of people spew out smart facts that you can then say at a party. And then maybe you can convince some woman to breed with you, and you can make a little dumb fuck kid. One of the most popular... Because you got to think that guy's a moron, and whatever woman was dumb enough to not realize that he was just spewing out smart facts, she has to be an idiot too. And unfortunately, two negatives don't make a positive when it comes to making a baby. If you got two morons, your baby's a moron. And you can ask Neil deGrasse Tyson about that. Okay? You could even ask, even his brother probably knows that one. One of the most popular viral videos about space is Dead Wrong, but it gives us a chance to learn something incredible. That was really fucking... what do the kids say? There was a lot of shade in that, huh? One of the most popular viral videos about space is Dead Wrong, but it gives us a chance to learn something so incredible. I like how they just buried that in there. And then they went positive real quick. Super passive-aggressive. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You got your fucking heads up your asses, and this is such a great opportunity to learn something. Wait a minute. Did you just tell me to go fuck myself about a half a sentence ago? I don't know what you're talking about. There are a lot of moving parts to the universe. I love that this website, Big Think, is already realizing that morons like me are going to read it. There are a lot of moving parts to the universe. As nothing exists in isolation. All right, the water's getting colder. I think we're getting into the deep end here. There are literally trillions of large masses in our solar system. Large masses of what? All orbiting around the galactical center on a timescale of hundreds of millions of years. But there's a viral video, part 1 and 2, that claims that the solar system moves through the galaxy. It makes a vortex shape, pulling the planets behind it as it does. But our true cosmic address and our real cosmic motion is far more complex and interesting than a mere model such as this. Jesus Christ, can you shit on those last people anymore? It's a little more complex than their fucking remedial diorama that they came up with, which is fascinating because it's all governed by one simple law, general relativity. And I'm out. Theory of relativity. It's all relative, all of that shit. That word, oh my God, that word and this word, meta. Someone's going to explain it to me again. Hey, Big Bad Billy Badass. Meta is a fun concept to dive into when it comes to entertainment. All right, this is one of those words. I was talking to Joe Bartnick the other night. We really should have recorded the conversation. Is both of us have had the word meta explained to us numerous times, and we still don't quite get it. Because the definition, it's when something is commenting on itself. Like when I go like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, look at me. I need to iron my shirt. Is that meta? I'm talking about myself, right? I know it's not that. Commenting. I was talking about myself, commenting about. I think Bill is really missing alcohol. Is that meta? I'm just commenting on myself. Put simply, meta breaks the fourth wall and shatters the suspension of disbelief by simply stating the actual reality of what is happening. Oh, you mean like hipsters? Breaks the fourth wall, shatters the suspension of disbelief by simply stating the actual reality of what is happening. Another way to phrase it is meta just means the actual actors or performers as themselves simply commenting on the reality and truth of what is actually going on. For example, thank you for an example, because that's usually where it stops. Me saying, I'm writing an email to Bill Burr's podcast right now is technically meta. Okay, in your stand-up comedy special, Paper Tiger, you went meta when you noticed your mic clip fell off the stand and you mentioned that you needed to screw it back on for continuity. That's meta? That's not just like stating the obvious? Like, I don't understand. Did they just come up with this fucking word so you could just sound like he's talking about what he's doing? That's so meta. All right. This just seems like an extra step in the English language that doesn't need to be happening, I feel. Anyway, by mentioning the mic clip and in continuity, you called attention to the reality that this was a filmed comedy special. You are actually a performer performing, and that the special would be edited requiring continuity. Had you not mentioned the mic clip Or had your editors just cut around the mic clip mishap and cut out you bringing attention to it, it would have maintained the suspension of disbelief for us watching your special on Netflix that the entire routine happened the way we saw it. So if I didn't say that, people wouldn't have known that there were edits, despite the fact that we're cutting from one side to another, and, you know, all of a sudden you're at the back of the arena. All right, so look. Okay, I think I get that. I get that now. So look at that. You went meta and didn't even know it. Thanks for always making my life seem a little less shitty. Go fuck yourself. This is me ending my email. And that was meta. Okay. So, like, being honest about a moment is kind of like being meta. Let me look at this again. You notice, and you mentioned that you needed to screw it back on for continuity. No, I had to do that. What I was doing was I was addressing what was going on, which is page 1 of stand-up comedy, and then I had to put that back on, and I had to make it funny. So I was just imitating, like, the direct. I was still performing stand-up comedy is what I thought I was doing. Evidently, oh, look at me. I was being meta. All right. Well, you know something? I thank you. That's the best way that somebody has explained it. I do find it hard that if I didn't say that people watching at home wouldn't have realized that they were watching a stand-up special and that it was edited. I kind of find that hard to believe, but I guess I get that.